forever, familiar, the force of nature, a higher power, carving a groove well worn into the world, like a song, etched in vinyl. Listen closely, it crackles with life, real and raw, a rhythm unique, heard by many, understood by few, appreciated by those who recognize that fertile ground is not just about the soil beneath our feet, but the soul within this city. Here at the crossroads, history is made, not by worrying about what you don't have, but by taking care of business with what you do. The stage is set. This is Memphis.
When? Well, I don't see me yet. And we are back 26 minutes after the hour here in Memphis, Tennessee. It's a little bit after 7 o'clock. Still about 55 degrees on the outside. It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful morning, just riding in this morning, letting the breeze just blow across my head. Look, if you're hungry this morning and you don't feel like cooking, and especially if you're down in the South Memphis area, I want you to go by Shop and Save. 1499 South 3rd, right at 3rd and Parkways. Serving breakfast, and they serve breakfast every morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Go by and get yourself 2 eggs, some toast, biscuit, grits, some rice, hash browns, and you get some choice of some meats like chicken and gravy, some bacon, some sausage, smoked sausage, salmon croquettes, turkey bacon, pork chops, and country ham. You can get you some hot coffee as well. That's Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd. So if you're on your way to the casino, you're coming back from the casino, or you just live in that South Memphis area, it's worth stopping by and getting some breakfast every morning. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd. Also, while you're going there, if you need your clothes cleaning, DMC Cleaners, located at 62 Fairway. Now, Fairway, for those of y'all from the hood, y'all remember the valley. They won't let me say the first name of the valley. Y'all know where PV used to be. That's Fairway. Go by DMC Cleaners, where they will take care of your clothes, cheap prices, and good work. In fact, if you pay in advance, you get everything at half price. Let's say a dress is $8. You only pay $4 if you pay for it in advance. Two-piece suits, $4. Your robes, $5. Your skirts, $4. Jumpsuits, $3. And any uniform, whether you're the police, the fireman, or the mechanic, every uniform that you bring in, the top and the bottom, they will do it for just $2.50. They grew so well from advertising on my radio program that they now out also at 2535 Witten Road. That's DMC Cleaners. They will take care of you. Give them a call at 789-7983. Now look, before I talk to Red Velvet, two things I want to hit real quickly. Some of y'all right now that's listening and looking at me, y'all know where the heathens are that shot the lady at the teller at Perkins and no. They scared of you. Some of you crazy women, this might even be your man. Call the police. One of the things that we must address in the African American community is the crime problem. It's all right to snitch. Because if somebody shot your mama, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, you'd be totally upset. You would want everybody to be out searching for the individual who took your loved one's life. Turn these dogs in, and that's all they are. And you know, they keep me with this sign in here that says no cussing, because I really want to call you something else. I really do. I really do. And the first word starts with mothers, but they won't let me say the complete word on the TV. Turn them in. And these are the type individuals I hope that when the police catch up with them, they decide to run. They need to be shut down in the street the very same way that this woman was. And I know this is not popular being said on TV, but y'all thinking the very same thing that I'm thinking, and I'm not politically correct. I don't give a damn about them. Period. They didn't give a damn about the life that they took, and then she wanted to take a man's Corvette. Damn! Get up, get your ass a job. Can I say that again? Get up and get your ass a job. Hard working folk in this community working hard, and then you get these low down, dirty mother. Ooh, Jesus! Let me hold a sign up, Jesus. You get these dirty mother, and they want to take somebody else's money. You working hard, kill their ass. Okay, that's my opinion. That's Thaddeus talking. Shoot their ass down in the street like the low life dogs that they really are. Now I'm gonna leave that alone. But some of y'all, some mama, that's your child. He ain't worth what the little bird left on the fence. Call the police, and then tell them to run when the police get there. Tony, your boys know what to do. Now, one other quick thing, and I don't want to deal with it. My daughter, my baby girl, Dominique Michelle Matthews, day before yesterday, dropped my grandson off at school. Velvet, good morning. I'll bring you in on this, because this just crazy. Some of the things that's going on. This Red Velvet. Hey, Velvet.
Good morning.
How you doing, girl?
I'm fine.
You're looking pretty this morning.
I've been practicing how to.
You been practicing?
Yeah, how to talk.
She's a songstress, and she don't have a video because I want to play. She has a song about "Wouldn't You Like to Know." We'll talk to Velvet in a minute. My daughter went to Family Dollar Store on Tuesday morning. Dropped my grandson off. She gonna pick up some cleaning supplies. Come on back to the house and clean up. So she goes into Family Dollar Store at Summer and Tillman, where the Quadra, Brown is the manager. So she in there looking for some Tide and some Clorox and some bleaching things. An employee, Cedric Barnett, 22 years old, born 12/26, 1989, lived at 1427 Leslie Street. He comes up, he approaches her. My daughter's a good-looking girl. I can get past the approaching. She says, "I'm not interested." So he persists. She said, "Boy, how old is you?" And Dominique's 24. 20? She lied saying 23, but when I pulled his record up with all them burglary charges he got, and I don't know how Family Dollar Store let you work in the store, in the retail store, and you got 4-5 burglary charges, and you done had a burglary charge this year. Hell, I'd be scared this Negro would steal all of the Family Dollar Store stuff. But when she says, "I don't do young boys,"
I can understand that.
okay, he unzips his paper in the store. An employee whoops his stuff out and starts to, well, I have to be TV correct, starts to masturbating in the store.
Wow.
And he comes towards her. She runs out. She calls her mama. Then she calls me. She goes to the police station, and by the way, he is in jail. Because you know it, as soon as his warrant hit yesterday, some of my good listening friends in law enforcement went to the Dollar General store and picked his ass up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna talk to corporate. I mean, I'm gonna call because my daughter going through some mental distress and stuff. I mean, you don't go to the Family Dollar store expecting some man to just pull it out and just. That's one of them well damn moments, you know. But it happens in our society. But Family Dollar store, you have not heard the last of the Matthews clan. But let's go to something else. Velvet, yesterday morning I was talking about the tragic situation of the death of Justin Thompson. He was the kid that was shot by the police officer.
I remember that.
And the mother was upset about the Facebook page, and she was angry at Facebook. I mean, don't be upset with Facebook because of the things that your son was doing. But my subject was, are you your child's own worst enemy? We started talking about some of the things that parents do in front of their children. And I know you're a singer, but I read a lot of the stuff that you write on Facebook. So you're not just a pretty face or just a singer. You got some intelligence. You was raised right. Okay?
Yeah, I'll say I was raised right.
Tell us who Red Velvet is, and one of the things I just got to say, because see, we hear about these women, they get the EBT cards, and they buy the children Roman noodles.
Which I know your position on ramen noodles. I know your position well.
Okay,
on ramen
buy them ramen noodles and them hot dogs and potato chips. Children never get a wholesome meal. But here come Pookie Jr. I ain't seen him since the last EBT card. You buy the man steaks. Women get up and go to work. They go to work. Some of them got 2 jobs. Men don't have not one job. Don't even have a car. You give Pookie Jr. the keys to your car. Pookie drops you off at work and keeps your car. Go back to your house, lay up all day, or he babysits your child, and then when he shakes your child to death or beats your child to death, you on the TV snotting and crying talking about why he had to do it. And I just want to know this morning, and from a woman's perspective, why do women do some of the things that they do for love? And tell us about this thing, Velvet.
I don't come on your show as an expert. There are many reasons I think that I can speak from some of my experiences. Everybody has. When you get my age and your age, I'm 43. I don't have a problem saying I'm 43. But everybody's done something dumb or stupid for love before.
Okay, but wait a minute. Is it love?
Well, what we think is love, and
okay.
I mean, we you know, we've all been hoodwinked, or we believe something that wasn't true. We've all gotten our heart broken. If you haven't at this age, keep living. But the things that we see now, they're deeper than just about somebody wanting to have companionship or have a boyfriend or be married or whatever. It's deeper than that. I think that we've all put up with, as women, we've all put up with some things because, you know, we hope he's going to change. We hope he's going to get better. Some men do change. We try to be patient because we've been taught to be long-suffering. But the things that I see, especially women allowing their children to be abused, women allowing themselves to be abused, that comes from a couple of things. And like I said, I'm no expert, but this is what I've been watching. This is what I've witnessed. Some things in my own personal experience. A lot of things go back to the fact that the very first man that a little girl loves is her daddy.
Okay.
For most women, whether they realize it or not, Your daddy is the yardstick by which you're going to measure all other men. God help her if daddy's not there. Now, for various reasons, we know that daddy does not always live in the house with children. Divorce, some children, parents may never marry. That's neither here nor there, but it's very important that fathers recognize that whatever you are in your daughter's life when she's growing up determines what type of man she allows to be in her
All
life.
right, so Beverly, let me ask you this. Father's not there.
Okay.
Really have no relationship with the father. You see your mother go through man after man after man after man after man. You know, you got a new daddy at least 3 to 4 times a year.
Let me tell you, now you're getting off into my business now, and I don't have a problem
Okay,
with it.
all right.
I thank God for the mother that I had. I think my mother is one of the most brilliant women. I rank my mother in the category with the Dorothy Heights, with the Michelle Obama. She may not be as famous, but she's just as resilient. Now, a lot of people hear me talk about my papa. My papa is my grandfather. He's 86 years old. He's gotten up this morning, made his own breakfast. Drank him some coffee. He's gone through his appointment book, and he's probably going to go out and take care of his business with the parish.
At
86 years old.
Okay.
At 86 years old. And he is the man by which I've learned to measure men by. He's not a perfect man, but he's a good man. When I was 11 years old, I met my father for the very first time. I met my biological father for the first time. I don't talk about it a lot, but in this instance, I'm going to talk about it. When I walked up to my father, I was just like any other 11-year-old girl. You had your pretty dress on, you had your hair combed with your barrettes on, and you were on your best. And I walked up to my father, and that was one of the most defining moments of my life when he says, I don't have any children. And if I do, I don't want any. I don't want any, I don't want them. Go talk to your mother. Now, mind you, I was at his mother's house when this happened. His sister, his mother, his father had come to pick me up because they knew. If you were to see my mother, you would know that was my mother. If you were to see my father's sisters, you would know that I'm either their daughter or his daughter. And all that's under the bridge, that's fixed now. But at that time, at 11 years old, here's this man looking at me, and I know this is my father. I'm looking at all these other people in the room. We look alike. We have the same features. I'm thinking this is my family. And this man says to me, I don't have any children. And if I do, I don't want them. Now, at 11 years old, the world changed. Because, you know, I was taking my little piano lessons. I was on the honor roll. I was winning spelling bees. I was being a good little girl. And all of a sudden, in the mind of a child, none of this is good enough for my daddy to love me. I thought my daddy is supposed to love me. What's wrong with me? The reason why my daddy doesn't love me. I did not see my father anymore until I was 28 years old. We may have spoken briefly by phone as he was maturing, as he was growing up. But I didn't see him anymore until I was 28 years old, and I was working as a nursing supervisor at a maximum security prison.
Okay.
Now, between 11 years old and now has been an interesting journey, because at that moment, in my mind, something is wrong with me at 11 years old, because other little girls, their daddies love them. So what that did, I got set in my head that, okay, well, he just doesn't know me. So if I do this, this, and this, my daddy will love me. Now, I wasn't quite as thick as I am now. I was placed in a couple of beauty pageants, did a couple of things to get my picture in the paper where I wasn't holding a number sign in front of me. You know, did all right, went off to school, got a nursing degree. I was a good little girl. None of that mattered. So by the time I got to the point where I was dating, marriage, I thought there was something wrong with me. Because surely if I was right, my daddy was, don't you love your daughter? What did your daughter have to do for you to love her?
Just be born.
Just be born. Exactly. So now when you're jumping through all these hoops, You're getting these plaques, these trophies, you're doing all these wonderful things, and none of that is good enough for your daddy to love you. What kind of message do you think that sends to a little girl?
So does it send a message, Velvet, that this is the way men are going to treat you?
This is what I had set in my head that I had to work through. As a child, 11, 12 years old, I didn't understand. Then I got into this mode where, well, damn, I better learn how to take care of myself. Because if my daddy can walk off and not give a damn about me, surely any other man will.
All right, but and I hear this story, and you and I are talking. I know the end of that story. That we won't go into that on the show. So if daddy does not love you as a little girl, and you're maturing, and you're still seeking the love of a man, okay, you're seeking the protection of a man. Is it safe to say that when any man comes around and offers you some attention, you fall for it? And I'll let you answer that when we come back from this.